Women are naturally narcissist. So many times, simply to give air to their narcissism, they intentionally either dress provocatively or they act provocatively before men, or many times they go ahead and behave provocatively with some men only in order to inflate their narcissism. They have no intention of doing anything with this man, but still, simply because of their natural narcissism, simply to make themselves feel good, they do not mind dressing, acting, and behaving provocatively before men. As soon as this man gives his attention to women, or maybe starts responding to the provocativeness this woman is showing to him, she immediately starts telling to the world that look at this man, he is showing advancement to me. I mean, she starts creating issue out of it, even though she is dressed provocatively, even though she is acting and behaving provocatively to this man. And simply because this man got provoked because of the provocative behavior of this woman, she starts creating issue out of it, and she starts shouting to the world that look at this man is showing advancement to me. And she does all this simply to give air to her narcissism. Women are naturally addicted to attention. They crave attention very biologically. So many times, simply in order to fulfill their own desire of men's attention, they go and give fake hopes to a random man, even though they know that they have no intention of doing anything with this man. They still do not mind going ahead and giving fake hopes to this man simply in order to use him to fulfill their own biological need of attention. And they do not mind what it does to the men. The men may get into depression, the men may go through unnecessary stress and frustration because of it, but they do not mind doing it because they are doing it simply to fulfill their own desire of receiving attention from some men. Women are naturally egoistic also. So when many of these men are commenting on her social media picture and post, thinking that it is helping them create opportunity with this woman is simply using those comments as a source of ego inflation. In fact, many times when many of you boys think that you can stand your chance with some woman by reaching out to her through her DM, it does not help you stand chance with this woman. It only becomes a source of ego inflation for this woman. Instead of looking at you as an opportunity, this woman looks at you as a source of ego boost. And in fact, many times they go ahead and take the screenshot of your DMs and the direct messages you are sending directly to their inboxes, and they start showing it either to their friends, or maybe they start posting it publicly only in order to inflate their own ego, simply to tell to the world that look how desired I am as a woman, and look how all of these men are trying to get into my pants or maybe desiring me through my DM. So when you boys are thinking you are creating opportunity for yourself by reaching out to this woman through her DM, she is taking it as a source of ego boost, and she does not even mind either sharing those messages with her friends, or maybe to make these comments public by taking the screenshot of all the DMs and sharing it on public social media platforms, simply to tell to the world that look how good I am, how desired I am, look how many of these men are desiring me, look how many of these men are attempting to take chance with me, and look what all of these different men are writing to me in my DMs. So boys, this is how women actually are, and this is how women psychologically think, and this is how women psychologically take your advancement towards them. First of all, they are naturally narcissist. So simply in order to give air to their narcissism, They do not mind provoking men. First, they themselves go and provoke a man, either by dressing provocatively or by acting and behaving provocatively to these men. And when the men get provoked, because of the provocation these women are giving to them, these women immediately start telling to the world that look at this man, he is interested in me, he is showing advancement towards me, and he is trying to get into my pants, or maybe he's trying to stand chance with me. So she does all it not to have opportunity with you, not to give you opportunity. She does all it simply to give air to her narcissism. Women naturally crave attention. So even though she already knows that she has nothing to do with you, still she will not mind giving you fake hopes and throwing bait at you, simply to keep you in her orbit, because she loves male attention. So simply to make sure that she has attention of yours in her life, even though she knows that she is not going to do anything with you, she will still not mind giving you fake hopes, simply to keep you in her orbit, so that she can fulfill her own desire, biological desire of receiving attention from a man. And she does not care what it does to you, she does not mind what it does to you. And just because they are naturally egoistic and they love showing off to the world, they love when their ego gets inflated somehow. So simply to inflate their ego, they do not take your advancement seriously, especially all of the advancement you are trying to show to them through mobile phone. All of your comments, all of your DMs become a source of ego inflation for these women, instead of creating any chance for you with these women. Instead of taking all these advancements seriously, women start using them to inflate their ego. They start sharing it with their friends, or maybe they start sharing it publicly, simply to show off to the world how much desirable they are, and how many men are desiring them, and what all these different men are willing to do to get me, and what all these different men are attempting to do to simply stand a chance with me. In fact, many times, many of these women, simply because they are egoistic and simply because they are looking for ways to assuage their own ego, many times when they see a man who is out of their league, who is way ahead to them, who is way better than them, and even if this woman knows that she has no intention of doing anything with this man, and she is not going to do anything with this man, she still, simply to assuage her own ego or maybe to show off to the world that what category of men are interested in her, she does not mind going ahead and giving fake hopes to this man. This woman knows that she has no intention of doing anything with this man. This woman already knows that she is not going to do anything with this man. But simply because this man is out of her league, way ahead to her, so simply to either assuage her ego or to show off to the world that a man like this is after her and a man like this is desiring her, this woman does not mind going ahead and giving fake hopes to this man. She does not mind and provoking this man somehow, simply in order to assuage her own ego, or maybe to show off to the world that man like this is after her and man like this is interested in her. So many times women do it simply to assuage their own ego. They know that this man is way ahead to them, this man is out of their league, and they do not have any intention of doing anything with this man, but simply either to show off to the world or to assuage her own ego that she stands chance with a man like this. She does not mind going ahead and giving fake hopes to this man. They go ahead and start throwing bait to this man, and as soon as this man begins responding, this man begins showing interest back, because of all the interest and because of all the provocation this woman is giving to the man. This woman immediately pulled back and start telling to her friends or maybe to everybody else that look, a man like this is after me, a man like this is interested in me, a man like this is trying to stand chance with me, and this is what women do many times intentionally, and they do not care what it does to you. They do not mind how much it f's up your brain, your peace of mind. They do not care about it. I have told you many times that women are like kids. They stop growing maturity wise after an age, and just because they are not very mature, they do not understand empathy, especially towards men. Women have no empathy towards men. So they do not mind giving fake hopes to men. They do not mind lying to men. They do not mind making fun of men. They do not mind mistreating, mishandling, and misusing a man. They do not mind doing all this to men. So whenever they see a man who is way ahead to them, who is looking out of their league, simply to assuage their own ego, or maybe to simply to tell to the world that a man like you is after them, they go ahead and give fake hopes to the man like this. They throw some bait to the man like this, and when the man starts taking the bait, and when the man starts taking the bait, and when the man starts responding to the interest which this woman is showing in him, the woman pulls back, and instead of responding to the man, instead of going ahead with the man, she starts telling to her friends, and she starts telling to the world in many cases that look, a man like this is after me, a man like this is taking chance with me, even though it is she who threw bait to the man at the first place. It is she who showed interest into the man at the first place. It is she who provoked the man at the first place. But she will not tell this to anybody, that it was me who showed interest, fake interest into the man, and provoked him and threw bait to him first. She will very smartly hide this fact from the entire world and from her friends. But just because this man has started showing interest back, she will start telling to the world and telling to her friends that look at this man, a man who is way ahead to me, a man who is out of my league, is showing interest in me, is coming after me, is trying to take chance with me. And very smartly she will hide the fact that it was she who provoked him, it was she who showed interest into him at the first place. So women are like this, women are like kids. They just do it simply for fun with random men. They do not care about what it does to you. They do not mind what it may lead to. All they are there for is simply to do their entertainment through some men, and to assuage their own ego through some men, and to inflate their own ego, to boost their own narcissism before the world, that look at me, how desired I am, how special I am, how many men are after me, what different category of men are after me. So simply to boost their own narcissism and inflate their own ego before world, before her friends, she does not mind playing with men. She does not mind effing the brain up of men, and she does not mind taking away the peace of mind of men.